Like Spain, Germany, and Norway are also concerned the war is illegal, and given the current status after nearly 4 weeks, certainly they feel misjudged. The Norwegian Foreign Minister Espen Barth Eide joined me from Oslo. Foreign Minister Espen Barth Eide, how are you and welcome to the program. I ask you how you are because there's immense pressure that's coming on all nations, Europe included, with this war.
Well, thank you for asking. I mean, this is actually a very dangerous situation because this war does not only create havoc.
It's terrible.
Yeah, she managed to go.
For me, part-time at the church for God.
But God won't be.
So, but a big move like that, I like.
Yeah.
I like that. That made me attracted. Then I was interested again in seeing him.
This is not him. But I do want to ask what you're doing right here, because this is a man on a bed in a towel, and that's you seem to inject something in him. And by the way, this isn't a gotcha photo. You brought him.
I purchased, yeah. Today, this is one of my gay publishers who's also single and available if you're interested. He tagged in this photo on Instagram. I took him skiing. I took some friends to Aspen this weekend. I had a work commitment, and I decided to make a trip out of it. And he had never skied before, and he ended up with a hematoma on the side of. Are you gonna be like Taylor? Should I call the cops? And I was like, whoa.
Whoa, indeed! Because that's one of the other secret lives of Mormon life star Jessie Draper, who has her own drama going on. But hers isn't about domestic violence like Taylor's. It's just some good old-fashioned black man and hookers.
Jessie herself tweeted that the story is going through a divorce with her husband, Jordan.
And on the Caller Daddy podcast, Jessie revealed Jordan blackmailed her because she was texting Marciano while he was busy getting down with some escorts.
And an escort.
And on the floor, it's like a civil war. That got a knife in his chest. They're asking him what brings you in here. They're just the shadiest company because they just come in and set up shop in an abandoned building. They're like the spirit Halloween of Halloween.
EXU Energy, a proud weatherline sponsor.
Doing awesome police fast response time saved lives this month, but we're also getting a better look at cities' non-emergency responses. Austin's public data portal shows last year the top calls for police assistance from the non-emergency 311 line are noise complaints and alarms, dealing with abandoned vehicles and car crashes that were not considered an emergency. Overall, though, tonight's call 311 the most for garbage issues and parking.
Now let's head to North Texas, where we're getting new details on how Dallas police are preparing for the FIFA World Cup. In a press conference Wednesday morning, Police Chief Daniel Como said Dallas PD will use drones to help keep people safe. North Texas is set to host 9 FIFA World Cup matches this summer, plus a large fan festival at Fair Park. Now, in our next half hour, we will take a look at how the city's preparing for it after hosting a different event. This American man who spent more than a year imprisoned in Afghanistan is now back home.
Dennis Coyle landed back in the U.S. this week at Joint Base San Antonio, where he was greeted by his family and friends. Coyle was detained by the Taliban back in 2025, even though he was never charged with a crime and had worked in the country for nearly 20 years. The 64-year-old was held in solitary confinement before his release. This week, Secretary of State Marco Rubio thanked the United Arab Emirates in supporting Coyle's release.
Meanwhile, a change is coming for those looking to get a professional license here in Texas. The applicants will soon have to show that they're in the country legally. That is according to the Texas Tribune. The state licensing and regulation commission adopted the new rule Tuesday, saying it will deter fraud and labor exploitation. But critics argue this rule could hurt the state's economy and worry migrants trying to make a living. Some non-citizens with certain qualifications will still be able to obtain licenses that include if they have been granted asylum or are recognized as a victim of human trafficking. This rule is set to go into effect May 1st.
Up next, lines still long at the Houston airports, but they are showing signs of improvement. We'll take a look at how much good time is dropping right after this.
We are connected, engaged, from the moment we rise. We move, we adjust, we learn, explore, relax, and grow together, so we're ready to build a better tomorrow. Stay informed throughout your day with the Spectrum News app, exclusively for Spectrum customers. Are you suffering with painful feet and legs? The answer is the revolutionary Flow. Simply place your feet on the pads, choose the level of intensity with the handy remote, then sit back and relax. I like Flow because it's taking my pain away. The secret is stimulating circulation with variable intensity levels.
The first time that I used Flow, I didn't have any more pain afterwards.
The FDA-cleared Flow helps you reduce pain, swelling, muscle cramps, and boost your circulation. Pain Gone has over 2 million happy users and thousands of 5-star reviews.
Poor circulation leads to soreness, numbness, and pain. My patients using Flow are finally getting relief.
Call now to get your own Flow with free shipping and 60-day in-home trial. Order today, and you'll also get ArthroPads for targeted pain relief on your knees. Absolutely free. Order now.
Call 800-306-4610. That's 800-306-4610.
Welcome to Car Breakdowns 101. I'm your Professor Isaac. If your car is out of warranty, your car breakdown could eat you alive. Look at that car. The transmission alone could cost you $3,000. On that engine, how much do you love your kidneys? Don't even get me started on the computer system. That's a small fortune. Do what I did and call Car Shield. They get expensive car repairs taken care of so you don't have to. Class dismissed.
Call 800-839-3892.
On Capitol Tonight, our team of reporters keeps you up to date on the latest developments coming out of our nation's and state's capitals, right here on Capitol Tonight, weeknight, 7 Central.
But if you look at the service point, you can also see a part of the weather story. The dew point temperature is, of course, where humidity's at 100%. So these are about 4 or 5 degrees below the actual air temperature. So that will indicate it'll be humid, but not all that cloudy. And then in the afternoon, there's some drier air working out of the surface. But there's moisture required by the you are the one who voted no on the poll. And the cold front will be going through by about midday or so. You can see that on our futurecast model. Thursday morning, mostly clear, but Thursday there's some clouds every briefly. But through the afternoon, sunshine is quite warm. Friday morning, we'll see enough moisture for some low clouds east of Dallas. But those won't last long because there's a cold front coming. There it is right there. Moving through probably get back to midday. It'll drop temperatures, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like it will produce much in the way of rain. And we're going to stay dry all the way till about the middle part of next week.